I'm Jean Talleyrand, and I'm a family practice physician, and I see patients interested in using an alternative medicine, marijuana. Medical marijuana is the biggest reason why we exist, but we come in here and patients come in here looking for knowing about the alternative of marijuana as medicine, and we interview them and evaluate whether they fit the criteria for using it in California. What they're looking for, the different effects that you get from THC versus maybe another cannabinoid that is more body. There are cannabinoids in the leaves, and so you actually can get the body effect or the pain effect from just the leaves. Many people make salves from the leaves, and they'll just make oils or tinctures and they'll rub them on their joints. They won't have to get high. What am I restating again? The dispensaries?
Yeah, just say how you feel about the dispensaries giving medical advice.
Well, the dispensaries are basically just like that club I was, the cooperative WAM. They're becoming patient communities, and they're ideal places for people to exchange health knowledge about, how does this strain work for you? How do you use this plant? Does this work good as a salve? Does this work good as a tincture? So the dispensaries are ideal, but unfortunately the people who are running the dispensaries are basically people who are used to selling marijuana. They're not medical professionals. And so that's one of my concerns, that there are these communities of patients that would be great to be guided by a medical professional, and it's not really happening. I'm a third generation physician. My father was a physician, my grandfather's a physician. I came to San Francisco interested in studying family practice, and practiced in San Francisco with the Department of Public Health at the Department of Public Health clinics. Well, there was this whole issue with the state program, so the state was going to come out with this voluntary identification card program. But the state wouldn't guarantee that they would keep patient privacy. They really basically let it up to the office, the county office that was taking the information. So, for instance, if you were in Marin County, there was a list that was accessible to the federal government that they could come in and find out who in Marin County had one of these state cards, versus San Francisco County, where they actually destroyed the names, and so there was no list, and that's really, so it was such inconsistency, and we just said forget about it. We're gonna just make it clear with our patients. I came in, it was 8 years later. But what I noticed in the environment was that it was a very restrictive, exclusive environment. Doctors were charging upwards of $300 for recommendations. And it was a very hush-hush, where do you get your recommendation? Which doctor will give it to you? And I realized, talking to the patients, that a lot of them were qualified, easily qualified, and they didn't need to spend that amount of money to be evaluated. It's a simple evaluation. And a lot of the problem with the law, and a lot of what happened in the early years, are that people were just not having access to this medicine. So I believe Medican was able to sort of reach out to the community, say we're here if you need us, and patients were able to come in, and it made us explode. Well, there's no name. Yeah, no, I know. It's somebody's vision of reality, or